Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Only Leeds Bros for player ratings down at Ellen Road today to do this. Thought we would have been doing it in better circumstances after Leeds United picked up 3 points, but it wasn't meant to be. So we're going to rate every Leeds United player that played yesterday. Leeds United's 2-2 draw against Swansea City. Let Dillo go first, give his, and then we'll give the OLB average audience score as well. So Dillo, let's start. Illan Meslier.
I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail, Darren. As you can see, I'm annoyed of it by the tone of my voice as well, but I'll go into a bit more detail in another video. But straight off the bat, I'm going to give Meslier a 4.
Yeah, not too far. The OLB audience went with a 5 for Illan Meslier, so yeah, we actually even think that's a bit high, but yeah, however. Moving on to Jaden Bogle, right back.
Thought he was a bit all over the place definitely in the second half, but straight off the bat, I could probably go 5.
Bogle. 5 for Jaden Bogle. So the OLB average audience score was a 6 for Jaden Bogle. Moving on then to Joe Rodon, Dylan.
I actually feel sorry on Rodon. I really do. I feel like he's going to punch the head off Meslier one of these days. But I actually thought he done all right. I'm going to go with a 6 for Rodon.
Yeah, very, very close. The OLB average audience score was 6.5, so pretty much in line with that one. Pascal Strike then?
7. I think Stroke was actually all right. Quite solid at the back. 1 or 2 missed time passes, but nothing major. I go to 7.
7. So the OLB audience score was a 6 for Pascal Strike, so they were a little bit harsher than you. Next up, Sam Boyram started ahead of Junior Firpo. What do you think of Sam yesterday?
Steady, nice and easy, Sam. That's what I'd like to call him. I think he's just the most consistent player out there.
Defensively good. It's going forward.
Yeah, going forward. I think he's just done his job. So, look, for me, 7.
7. So the OLB audience score was a 6. So again, they're harsh.
Why am I being usually I'm doing that?
A lot harsher than Dylan.
Being a bit more critical.
Moving on, and Ethan Ampadu, Dylan came back into the middle of the park. Some people saying that he shouldn't have. I don't think he had his best day. How do you think he got on?
Everything that I've seen on social media, people saying that he shouldn't have started. But this was after the game, not so much before the game.
Yeah,
everyone was buzzing. So a lot of people, I think, are.
Look, if he plays every skin, he goes back in. Everyone's hailing him.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he didn't do well, he's going to get it.
I think he done all right there. And I think, considering the injury, 7 for Ampadu for me.
Yeah, bang on the money. The OLB audience score went with a 7 as well. So level par with that one. And then Joe Rotwell, Dylan. How do you think Joe?
Do you know what? Very poor from Rotwell. Thought he was a bit all over the place. Yeah, I didn't think he kind of does his necessities, moving the ball nice and quick and trying to get the boys up the pitch, but nothing clear cut. He a bit jaded for me, but look, I'll go 6.5.
6.5. So the OLB audience went with a 7. So it gave a little bit more.
We got some stick over this.
Yeah, very well in line with this one. Right, let's move on then. Dan James, then, how do you think he got on yesterday?
He hasn't been completely at it for the last couple of games. Look, I'm still not going to be harsh. I think he's done more than enough throughout the season to get to where he is and to be the player he is. But I'll probably go with another 6.5 as well for James.
Dan James, not bad. So the OLB audience went with a 7 for Dan James.
7.
Yeah, we're very well in line with this, not too bad. Let's go over the other side and go with Manar Solomon.
Very poor, being completely honest with you. Couldn't get involved into the game whatsoever. Nothing clear cut. 4, probably a bit harsh. But
really,
I didn't think he was involved at all.
The OLB audience, a little bit low considering Manar Solomon's standards, was a 5.5. The OLB audience for Manar Solomon, so a couple of agreements with that one. Brendan Aronson then, Dylan, in the number 10. Maybe not would have started if he was fully fit. Yeah. I think he got on yesterday. He got against the early goal.
That's it, yeah. Like, apart from his goal, I think he wasn't overall good. Very disappointed with Aronson, not just as a performance, but especially after the game. 7 they got around and he came out, him and Darlow, and got into their cars. Kids all lined up for signatures, and I don't like to see that sort of stuff. Money that they make every week, have a great life as well, don't get me wrong, but they have a serious great life. And, kids standing out in the cold, they want a signature, but straight off the bat for Aronson, not great. I'm going to go with a 4.
All right, next then, Dylan Joel. Pirro up top. How do you think he got on?
Slowed the game down at times. Couldn't really kind of get involved. The only thing I kind of noticed, apart from his sprayed hair, was probably
everyone noticed his hair. Yes, he did mount the commentary hair all around.
He was dropping very deep for me, to be fair. And then the usual when Dan James just try and get the ball into the box, he's just last into the box every single time. Look, the boys after 2 weeks off, you think they'd have a bit more bite into them. You know what I mean? There's no fight at the minute. Very disappointed. So I'll go with a 6 for Pirro.
So yeah, the audience went with a 6 for Pirlo as well. So yeah, bang on the money with that one. So Tanaka and Dylan, I was a bit disappointed that he didn't start. I know he was weighing international duty, but I just thought we missed him in there yesterday. Some people are blaming obviously for the pass that goes out of play for the corner kick
No,
for them.
you can't blame him
What do
for
you
that. You can't blame Tanaka for that at all, if I'm being honest there. Tanaka, for me, at the end of the day, he was a lot of travelling, especially coming from Japan, international duty. Um, yeah, he should have started, but I thought he was actually all right when he did get involved. When he did come on, I was buzzing to see him come on because I thought it would have been some sort of lease of life to the game, especially with Rotwell not playing a whole lot. But then obviously Ampadu came off instead. So for me, I'm gonna go with a 6.5 for Tanaka.
6.5? So the OLB audience were very harsh with Tanaka. They went with a 5.
No,
5
well,
for
look,
Tanaka.
everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Junior Fairboat and Dylan comes on for Sam Boyram. What did you think?
He done okay defensively, and he kind of drove the team up a little bit. Highly annoyed with the throw. I think we can all know what we're talking about. But
As soon as they got the equalising goal, they were slowing
everything down. Yeah.
Leeds obviously get the goal, then they're trying to speed everything up.
It's just,
and you look to Leeds, you look for a bit of game management then, don't you? You're like, just slow the game down, do exactly what they done to us.
Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't manage the game.
Fairboat for me, he threw the ball out too quick. You're kind of saying to yourself, if it was me,
just relax.
I'd be down on the ground screaming like an absolute lunatic. My hamstrings at the snap.
Tie your legs, throw the ball away, take a yellow card.
Exactly, yeah. So, a bit silly and just silly, if I'm being completely honest with you. So, I'll go with a 5 for Fairboat.
Ramazani.
First touch that he gets, he loses the ball straight
away. There was
one
part, because obviously we were sitting in the West deadly seats that we had again yesterday right behind the dugout. There was one part where he did a jinky little run, went past like 3 or 4 of them. Elland Road absolutely erupted, unbelievable. And then he just took that extra bit, lost in the middle of the park, and then they broke.
Yeah, he just hasn't been at it, especially with a player that has that kind of flair about him, that kind of intensity and just bright spark, excitement. Yeah, I'll go with a 6.
Right, next up, Dylan, Matteo Joseph.
I don't even know what to say about Joseph anymore. He came on, you want these players to make an impact. Something we've been banging out throughout the whole season. You utilise your subs, make some sort of impact when they come on. Nando did, obviously, don't get me wrong. But for Joseph, I don't know, he's making these forward runs. No one was going to trust him.
He was poor for the howler for their goal, Dylan, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The ball hopped off.
Yeah. So, I'll just go with a 5.
5. So the OLB audience went with a 6 for Matteo Joseph. And the goal scorer, the man that we thought won us all 3 points, Willie Nanto.
Nando, for me, quite surprisingly, I thought injected the game. Apart from his goal, I forget about that for a minute, put that aside. But his overall general play, his forward runs, and because he has that low gravity, he just has that agility and that. Same thing I was going to say about Ramazani, that excitement.
Some hit, wasn't it? It was some hit.
He connected with the ball beautifully as well from his goal. But his overall play was brilliant. Yeah. For me, the best ever ball bunch, I'm going to go with an 8.
He has to start, doesn't he?
I'm going to go with
he has to start him now, don't we? So the OLB audience, they went with a 7.5 for Willie Nanto. Daniel Farke, I'll let you give your thoughts.
It was actually you that said it to me. Obviously, we'll discuss it on another video, but right behind the Swansea dugout, and me being a high-header that I am, I had a few rows with that manager and one of their players.
We give this all our match reaction. We have to go in depth on the match reaction. Dylan had a bit of a Barney with the Swansea bench.
with a player in particular, but no, never. But yeah, you can see that manager. He just kind of had that. He was kind of annoying me, but at the same time, he's getting his players up. He's getting that kind of uplifting them.
I said it to you from the start. Alan Sheehan never stopped the whole game from minute 1 to the 90th minute. He was egging them on. He was clapping. He was urging them, pointing. Daniel Farke was standing there at times, especially when you could feel the game kind of slipping away from us a little bit when we were 2-1 up. You're looking at Daniel Farke, to try and we're so used to seeing risk averse when we just didn't do it. We didn't manage the game well when we went 2-1 up. It felt like a Bielsa again. We were trying to go back and get another one. You're kind of thinking there, look, there's not long left to go. Manage the game a little better, keep the ball, slow it down.
Farke is still the man for this. We're still I completely agree. Probably the worst man management from a game I've seen all season.
Yeah.
Apart from, the best way to describe it is if you wouldn't mind doing it for us to show us exactly what Farke was doing with the hood up in there. So
he put me on the spot.
Yeah. So he does that, and it was just a bit laxy daisy. Make some sort of impact, get the players going. Just dead in the water.
Especially like that, there was a lot riding on it, and he wasn't very animated.
No animated whatsoever. No hand gestures. We know a bit of every now and again. You know what I mean? But no, it wasn't ideal. But apart from the man management, it was his after his post post
Post
match.
match, someone was comments. Yeah.
Really annoyed me there, if I'm being honest with you. And then now saying, all the players don't think about football for
Well,
24
like, he
hours.
turned around and said that
Got 2
he
weeks
doesn't
off.
criticise players publicly, so he didn't want to talk about Illan Meslier,
Yeah.
and then he continues
He
to
criticised
criticise
Tanaka.
Tanaka then,
Yeah.
and then he turned around and says that we will 100% be playing in the Premier League next season. I'm like, Daniel, you're not helping yourself here, man. You're not helping. You take. I was about to say you take the defeat, but don't you? You take the result on the chin.
Yeah.
We should have won it. We didn't. We move on, and you just don't really say much, don't you? Not like, yeah. What would your score anyway from Daniel Farke?
Yeah, Darren, very, very poor. 4 for me.
4.
Very,
Well,
very
you were saying very poor.
Yeah.
The OLB audience went with a 2.5
Yeah.
for Daniel Farke yesterday, so not very popular. Daniel Farke
Not very good.
for the Swansea game. The referee then, Dylan, Ben Toner.
Just stupid tackles going in and giving it the wrong way. He wasn't overly poor, but he wasn't great either. The standard of referee. I don't think we're only ever going to get even past the 5, if I'm being honest with you. They're all, like the word I like to use, scut.
Yeah.
It's the best word to use. Just not good at all. They can't manage the game. At times, that, as I said, you're slowing the ball down when they got the equaliser, slowing the game down, sorry. And players going down and taking the time to come off. And,
I think when Swansea were
fun.
playing that game of slowing everything down when it was 1-1, and you can understand that, look, definitely, because we wanted Leeds to do it when we were 2-1 up.
Yeah.
But the referee, when they were taking their time, like, to come off the pitch, you're looking to the referee there, or the assistant, or the linesman, someone to say, come on, let's go, get off the pitch. And he just didn't do it. Not great at all. So, what would you score for the ref?
Yeah.
Ben Toner.
3.
The 3. So the OLB audience went, same as Daniel Farke, 2.5 for the referee yesterday. So not very, very popular either. So Dylan, that's it for player ratings. That's it for me and Dylan over here outside this beautiful stadium. Hopefully a Premier League stadium next season. Not the result we wanted, but we go again. Next trip will be Bristol City for us over here to only Leeds, bro. So that's it for player ratings. Now we get slap a like on the video, hit subscribe to the channel. Chat you all again soon.